Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Broke Boy Comics here, and I'm here at West Side Square in Hartford, Connecticut, here for the 3 Men in the Basement first Collectables Festival. They got a ton of good vendors here, food trucks, yard games, and a bar. So let's go in and see what we can find. Alright guys, and there you have it. That was the amazing Collectibles Festival put on by 3 Men in the Basement in Hartford, Connecticut. The place they put it on, West Side Square. It was a very unique and super cool outdoor venue. They had about 3 food trucks there, and I did get food from one of them. I had these awesome tacos from a Mexican truck, and they were really good, and I got recommended to them by a couple people, so I'm glad I went with the recommendation. As well as there is a handful of yard games that you can play, from cornhole, there's a pool table, and I actually saw later in the night that there is a TV that you could play video games on, and I didn't even notice it until later on. And that awesome double-decker bus that they made into a bar was super cool, and I love being able to look over the whole venue at the top of it. We actually took a big group picture up there, which was super fun. As you guys might have seen at the beginning of this video, I did put together a new intro with my new logo, and the whole montage of me handing money to people, I did mostly do at this show. I have been forgetting to do it every time I go to buy comics, and am comfortable with the person enough to make sure it's okay with me doing that. But I thought it was a super cool idea. Let me know what you think. And that will be my new intro going forward. It might change a little bit with who I'm handing the money to, and at which show. But anyways, again, thank you, Dr. Plagas, for the amazing logo. And I'm very excited to keep revamping my channel as time goes on. But yeah, that was such an awesome show. I mean, they had a ton of great vendors. I knew a handful of them, and I got to meet some other great ones. And I definitely tried to get at least a few comic books from each vendor. I think there was only a couple that I didn't get to. But I definitely tried supporting the most that I can before I ran out of money, and I ended up taking multiple trips to the car and filling up a short box by the end of the day. So I definitely went a little overboard as this kind of last hurrah before Terrificon. This was the last time I bought books, and I definitely really got some great books. I'm so excited to show you guys. And the way I'm going to be showing off the books for this video, it's not going to be by series like I have in the past, where I show you off, you know, these are all of the Batman books I got, these are all of the Flash books I got, these are all the Walking Dead books I got. I'm not going to do it that way this time. I'm actually going to do it by the people I got them from. So each vendor, I'm going to show off the books I got from each one. And everybody that I mention, I'm going to put a link to either their Instagram or YouTube if they have it down in the description. Please go check out every single one of these amazing people. Again, I can't say enough how much I love this community and the people that I've gotten to meet and hang out with over the time I've been in it. And I'm super excited to hang out with every single one of these guys at Terrificon. And I'm excited to meet new people. But anyways, we're going to get right into the books that I got. And we're going to speed through all of the non-key issues just to save on time. And so I can really talk about the main books I got during this haul. So anyways, let's get to it. But before we get into that, please, as always, if you like this video, give it a like. If you like my channel overall, please subscribe and push that bell notification button so you can stay up to date on when I'm posting my videos so you don't miss out. All right, and let's get into it. So starting off here as my wonderful Funko Pop comic book holder, I have this very cool 332nd Company Trooper from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. If you guys have seen that show and know what this trooper is from, I'm sure you guys are shedding a tear on the inside because those last few episodes was... I have no words for it because of how amazing it was. But anyways, let me stop nerding out about Star Wars and let's get right into the books that I got. So half of the short box I got from my very good buddy, Big Daddy John Ross. He gave me an amazing deal on all of these books. And again, I got probably half the short box was his books. So super happy to add these all into the collection. So starting off here, I have Batman number 617, an awesome Jim Lee cover right there. And I believe this is part of the Hush storyline. So a very cool book right there and a very, very awesome cover. Again, I'm definitely going to be zooming through these a little bit quick because we have a lot to get through and I don't want to make this video super duper long. So next up here, we have Batman number 621, part of the Broken City storyline. And it seems like all of the books of this series has this kind of white silhouette cover on it. So very interesting, and I like how it keeps with the theme going down the story. But anyways, there we go, a Batman book. And yeah, this next handful of books is all going to be Batman and then a huge chunk of another series. So next up here, Batman number 622, again, another part of the Broken City storyline. This is, I believe, part 3. Last one was part 2, and this one we have the silhouette of the Penguin here. Very cool cover right here. Happy to add it into the collection. Next book here, we have Batman number 626, a very awesome cover right here. I absolutely love this cover, and all of the books that I got from this haul for Batman was all in the 600s. So I'm definitely getting a good chunk of that run between 600 and 700 right now. So very, very cool. Happy to add this awesome cover into the collection. Next up here is 629 of the main Batman run. A very cool Jason Todd cover, not quite yet Red Hood. This actually comes out before he became Red Hood, and I was very curious. Opened it up, and it was kind of almost like Batman hallucinating, so I thought that was very interesting, and I'll definitely have to give this whole story a proper read very soon. So, again, very awesome cover, and happy to add that into the collection. And next Batman book here is our first key of the haul. This is Batman number 637. This is the third appearance of Jason Todd as Red Hood. And it also has an awesome Batman and Nightwing cover right there with Amazo coming in. And I definitely need to give this story a read. I'm very bad and I haven't been reading as much as I should. I am definitely catching up, so you guys would be proud of me. But anyways, I absolutely need to read this story soon because Red Hood is one of my favorite characters. So very happy to get his third appearance into the collection. Next book here, we have Batman number 646, a awesome Red Hood cover right there. Looks like Black Mask also down in the corner as well. Very, very cool cover. And again, another one I am happy to add. This also looks like it's a Jock cover. It looks like, I believe I believe that's his signature right there. I believe that's a jock cover. So very cool. He's definitely a good artist. So happy to add that into the collection. Next Batman book here, we have Batman number 653, a very cool Two-Face cover, part of the 1 year later story arc. Again, happy to be filling in the collection and happy to add this into it. Next up here, Batman 673, a very cool Batman kind of reflecting on his parents' death cover right there. Again, these are all some very cool covers. This is a Tony Daniel cover as well, and happy to add that into the collection. And there we go, Batman 673. And right down the line, we have Batman 674. Looks like Batman was captured in this issue. So again, another very cool cover to add into the collection and to fill in the Batman run. Again, Big Daddy, thank you so much for the awesome deal you gave me on all of these books. I'm super happy to add all of these into the collection. So there we go. So continuing in that trend, we have Batman number 676, a very, very cool cover right here. I want to say this is Alex Ross. I do love Alex Ross, so I believe this is him. Even if it isn't, this is a fantastic cover. Very happy to add this into the collection. It is very, very cool. So there we go. And next book here, we have Batman number 680. This definitely has to be an Alex Ross cover. I feel like I've seen enough of his art to know what it looks like now, and this has to be it. But anyways, again, a very cool cover. Very happy to add it into the Batman collection. I love Alex Ross's art in Batman. And again, happy to add this into the collection, filling in those holes. And the last Batman book I grabbed, which coincidentally is the last Batman book of Volume 1. This is Batman number 713. And like I said, this is the final issue of Volume 1 of Batman, starting all the way in 1940 and ending in 2011. And this is right before DC completely revamped their entire universe into the New 52 after Flashpoint. So this is where a lot of volumes and series ended, was this year. And then they all started with number 1. Went on for 52 issues and then restarted again with Rebirth. So there we go. Last book in the Batman run. Happy to add that into the collection. And still continuing what we got from Big Daddy Ross, we are ending with Batman and beginning with The Walking Dead. This is The Walking Dead number 78, a very cool cover right there. I've been filling in a lot of The Walking Dead recently, and I'm super happy to be getting these awesome deals on these books and to be able to fill in this run. A lot of the earlier issues I feel like I'm definitely going to have a harder time with, but anyways, The Walking Dead number 78, another great book to add in the collection. Next up here, right down the line, we have The Walking Dead number 79. A very cool cover right there. I love the different color in the trade dress, the pink right there, as well as kind of the pinkish hue of the snow and all the walkers and them trying to protect themselves there. Very cool book right there. Very cool cover. And there you guys go. Walking Dead number 79. And next up here, we have The Walking Dead number 95. This is part of the story arc A Larger World. This is part 3. A very cool cover right here. And again, these are all non-keys, so I'm kind of going to be zipping through these a little bit. So very cool. Happy to add that. And next book here, The Walking Dead number 96. Kind of, again, sort of going in order here. And this is, again, a super cool cover right there. And this is the conclusion to A Larger World story. Again, I can't say enough how excited I am to read this whole run. So there we go. Walking Dead number 96. And next up, part of the Something to Fear storyline, who introduced Negan. This is The Walking Dead number 97. A very cool book to add in the collection. And I think at this point, I do have all of the issues to this story arc. So very happy to grab that and add it into the collection. And our first key of the Walking Dead run that we picked up, this is The Walking Dead number 98. This is part Something to Fear part 2. And this is the death of Abraham, as well as this is the first appearance of Dwight, who was one of the lieutenants for Negan. Both of those very cool characters in The Walking Dead. And I'm very sad to see Abraham die off. But Dwight was a interesting character, so very cool to add him into the series. And there you guys go. The Walking Dead number 98. Very happy to add that. And next book here, I believe this was the last one I was missing of the Something to Fear story arc. This is The Walking Dead number 101, right there with the crossbow featured on the cover right there. And I thought it was super interesting to find out that Daryl Dixon was never even a part of the Walking Dead comics, and he was only created for the TV show. That's just what that cover reminded me of with the crossbow right there. But there you guys have it, The Walking Dead number 101. Next up here, The Walking Dead number 109, a very cool cover right there. I say that for a lot of these covers, but anyways, again, happy to add that into the collection right there. There we are. Next book here, we have The Walking Dead number 110. This almost looks like a battle between Ezekiel and Michonne. You can see the sword and kind of the sword cane that I believe Ezekiel carries right there. So very interesting in what happens in this issue. Again, definitely a cool cover, and happy to add another Walking Dead book to the collection. Next book here, we have All Out War, chapter 3 of 12. This is The Walking Dead number 117. And a very cool cover with Ezekiel with his pet tiger Shiva right there. Very happy, again, to add another Walking Dead book into the collection. There you guys go. Next up here, The Walking Dead number 128. A very cool book right there. And here, I'll even turn it so you guys can see it from this side. Very, very cool book. Happy to add it again. I want to say I'm at least a third through the Walking Dead run. I'm definitely a good chunk of the way through, and I'm definitely looking to complete this entire run and catch up to my boy Planet Mayhem, who you will see books from later on. He gave me some awesome stuff, so I'm super excited to show that off. But anyways, here we go. The Walking Dead number 128 added into the collection. Next book here, The Walking Dead 129. This is the issue right before the Whisperers were introduced. I just think those group of survivors were very, very cool, the Whisperers, and a very unique take on how different people survive in this world. So anyways, there we are, The Walking Dead number 129. And next book here, I definitely already showed this off. I grabbed it again because I believe it is a slight upgrade. This is The Walking Dead number 130. Like I said with 129, as you can tell, this is the first appearance of the Whisperers. Again, I said in my other video and another one before that how much I love this cover, and this is definitely a very cool book. Happy to grab another one of this amazing book into the collection. And next book here, we have The Walking Dead number 133. A very cool cover there with the walkers following the two people on the horses right there. Great book to add into the run. Very, very happy to be filling all these holes in. Next book here, I believe we're about halfway through the Walking Dead books. So here we have 142. Another great book to add to the collection. This is not a key. I only did grab one other key for the Walking Dead books, and it is coming up very soon. So there we go. Another great book to add in the collection. Next book here, The Walking Dead number 143. I definitely love all these covers again, and I definitely like pink on comic book covers for some reason. This is a great book to add into my collection. I'm very excited. And again, key coming soon. And by the next key coming soon, I mean the next key is coming right now. This is The Walking Dead number 144. And sadly, this is the death of Ezekiel and the death of Rosita. So I'm very happy to add this book into the collection. And the rest of these Walking Dead books are non-keys, so we are going to zip through these. This is The Walking Dead number 147. Very cool cover again. Happy to add that into the collection. And let's move on. I actually really love this next cover, guys. This is The Walking Dead number 148. This super cool cover with Alpha right on the front and the single tear dropping from her face. And with this being a mostly black spine cover, I was super excited to find this with basically 0 spine ticks on it. So very happy to add this very great cover into the collection. There we go. Next book here, we have The Walking Dead number 151, a very cool cover with, I believe, Dwight on there, if I'm not mistaken. And he does have a crossbow, and he has Negan's bat, which I didn't notice before either. So very interesting. I wonder what's going on in this book. I will just have to read it to find out. But there we go, The Walking Dead number 151. And next book here, we have The Walking Dead 152 right after the last one. And this is a very cool cover right here with people putting up Silence the Whispers on the walls, like they did in Alexandria during the show. So they definitely grabbed a lot of stuff from the comic books, which rewatching the show, I will probably love every little detail after I read the story. So I thought this was a very cool cover, and again, great to add this into the Walking Dead collection. Next up here, still going in order, this is The Walking Dead number 153. A very cool Rick cover right there, and somebody's blood is on the floor. I won't know until I read it. I'm definitely going through these very quick, and it is very late at night, so I'm just rambling, guys. But we're gonna get right past this. The Walking Dead 153. Next up is The Walking Dead number 161. This is part 5 of 6 of the Whisperer War. If you guys watched some of my previous videos, I did grab other parts to this storyline. So very cool to add another part in there and be able to fill in more of this run. There we go. All right, and we're almost there. Just a handful of books left to go. This is The Walking Dead number 163. A very cool cover with all of the walker hands and then the fake hand right there as well. Yellow covers, purple covers, pink covers. I think those are the most attractive colors for people in comic books. So this kind of hits that yellow cover aspect that a lot of people like. So very cool cover to add in the collection. Very happy to fill in a hole. And there you guys go. Next up here is The Walking Dead number 164. Still sort of going in order here. A nice cover looking over what I believe is Alexandria. Very happy to add this very cool cover into one of my favorite series, The Walking Dead. There you go. Next up, we have The Walking Dead number 165. I do forget that character's name on the front. If you guys remember his name, please put it down in the comments below. But this is a very cool cover with these group of people standing over him. Very happy to add that in a super cool red trade dress on the top there. So very happy. Next up here, we have The Walking Dead number 166. Obviously, one of the people that were standing above the guy in the last issue is this guy with that eye right there. And we do see Dwight battling it out. I think this is, again, a very cool cover and happy to add it into the Walking Dead collection. And next one here is definitely a very cool cover. This is The Walking Dead number 168. A very cool cover with Negan standing over all these people kneeling before him. And there we go. Just another great book to add in the collection. Very cool Negan cover right there. And we made it to the end of the Big Daddy haul. Last Walking Dead book here, we have The Walking Dead number 175 with those Stormtrooper Commonwealth Guards right on the front right there, part of the New World Order story arc. This is part 1 out of 6. I honestly believe that I most likely just doubled what the Walking Dead books that I had, so again, very happy to John. Thank you again for giving me the great deal on all these books. And I am super happy to add every single one of them into my collection. So there we go. Walking Dead number 175. And next round of books we got here, we got from Goodcomixmemories, who is actually set up at the same area as John, Big Daddy Ross. And I got a few books from him and a pretty good key as well. So starting off here, we have The Flash number 319. This is not a key, but a very cool kind of purplish bluish background with the Flash right there, speeding someone to possibly his death. I think this is a very cool cover, and it is one I did not have in my Flash collection. And this is not the last time you're going to see the Flash. I did get a couple more books with this character. So very happy to add this and the rest of these into my collection. There we go. And next up here, we have Daredevil number 235. Very cool cover with the Daredevil fighting Mr. Hyde right there. Very happy to add that into the collection. And next up here, the one great and only key that I got from Goodcomixmemories. This is Daredevil number 270. This is the first appearance of Blackheart, who is the son of Mephisto. And I always thought this was a very cool cover with Daredevil and Spider-Man right there. And this is a very cool key. I got this for a fantastic price from him, so thank you, Goodcomixmemories, whose also name is John. I am actually doing a August cover art challenge on Instagram, so if you guys aren't following me on there, please go give me a follow. I am trying to post every day of August. I have missed a good chunk of days, but it is getting me to post more of my collection and kind of what I've been picking up and showing it off to everyone else. So there we go. Very cool key to grab from Goodcomixmemories. Thank you again for the deal, and there we go. Next up here, the last book I grabbed from Goodcomixmemories, and this does kind of lead into the next vendor I'm going to be talking about. This is Darth Vader, number 11. This is not a key, but a very cool cover right there. I think Darth Vader has some of the best comic book covers in all of Star Wars. His covers are absolutely fantastic, and you're going to see good evidence of that in the next 3 books that I'm showing you guys. So there we go. Happy to add that into the collection. And next 3 books I got here, I got from good old Uncle Frank. He gave me a good deal on these, and he is generally always around the 3 Men in a Basement crew. So definitely go check him out. Give him a follow on Instagram, and let me show you what I got from him. This is Darth Vader number 17, a super cool cover of him fighting a Jedi right there with the destruction of the TIE fighters and everything else in the background. Again, like I said, I believe Darth Vader has some of the coolest covers out there in comics, especially if you're a huge Star Wars fan like I am. Again, very happy to add this into the collection. A very, very awesome cover. And next book here, we have Darth Vader number 30. This is part of his 2nd volume, I believe, but a super sweet cover with him almost battling out multiple Padmes, which is very interesting. And they do definitely look very similar to Natalie Portman, which I think is very cool. And just the light from his lightsaber being the only source of light on this cover is definitely an awesome choice by this artist. There we go, a great Darth Vader book to add into the collection. And next book here, and the last one I got from Uncle Frank, we got Darth Vader number 31, a very cool tambour cover right there. Again, love all these Darth Vader covers. I was super happy to find all of these and very happy to add it into my collection. So there you guys go. All right, in these next group of books that I got from Mike the Beast. Very cool to meet him for the first time at this show, the Collectables Festival. And very excited to go see him again at Terrificon, be able to hang out with him and all the other people I've met in the past or I've met for the first time. And yeah, let's get into what I got. So this is Batman number 14. I do have a Tim Sale variant cover of this book, but I did not have the normal cover A version. So there we go. Very happy to find this book into the collection and add it in. Next book here, we have Catwoman number 2. This and the next one are Nightfall tie-ins, as you can see by the little logo right there. So very cool books right here. I have definitely been picking up more Batman related characters recently, Catwoman being one of them. I did have number 1 of this series and very happy to grab this number 2 and a very cool cover at that. So there you guys go. And next book here is Catwoman number 3, going very perfectly with my number 1 and 2, another Nightfall tie-in. So very, very cool. I did open up one of these and kind of skim through it a little bit. I definitely do love Catwoman and very happy to add both of these books into the collection. And for this next character, I don't believe since I've started my YouTube, I've shown any of this character on here. But if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen him pop in every once in a while. But this is another Marvel character that I actually do collect and very happy to grab more books from. This here is Ghost Rider number 69. First of all, nice. Second off, a very cool cover right here. Again, I don't think I've shown any Ghost Rider here on YouTube yet, so very happy to grab these books and show it off and add it into the collection. I'm definitely looking to grow my Ghost Rider collection into possibly the full series at some point. But anyways, very cool cover right there. Very happy to add it into the collection. Next book here is another Ghost Rider book. We have Ghost Rider number 79. Another very cool cover right there with the Murder by Man Cycle story. And that is the last book I grabbed from Mike the Beast. All right, and just the next two books I grabbed from Second Alarm Comics. If that name sounds familiar, I showed up at their very first show that they hosted at their shop, in the dance recital that they rented out next door. Very happy to see Jim again from Second Alarm Comics. Thank you for these books as well. And he always brings a great selection of books to every show, and his shop is full with great books. So if you guys see him at a show or into his shop, definitely check him out and go support. So this book here is The Flash number 226. A very cool cover right there where he's deciding to become a hero or a villain. Definitely a interesting cover right there. And this is in great shape, and I'm very happy to add this into my Flash run. I believe I've said it before, I do love all of the 20-cent, kind of the Bronze Age DC books. So very happy to add some Flash into there. So there we go. And next up here, the second and last Flash book I grabbed from Second Alarm Comics. This is Flash number 228. A very cool trickster cover right there. And again, a super cool book I'm excited to add in the collection. Again, thank you, Jim from Second Alarm Comics for bringing these to the show and letting me grab them. So there you guys go. All right, and next round of books I grabbed here from my man, Planet Mayhem. I'm going to show off this one book, and then I'll show off the other ones. So first one here I did buy. This is Flash number 77. This is a very cool cover, and this is, I believe, the last Flash book I did grab in this haul. This is written by Mark Waid, and he is going to be at Terrificon. This is, again, a very cool cover, but I don't think I'm going to get this signed by Mark Waid himself, but happy to add it right into the collection, filling in that Flash run. And a little bit of story with this big group of books right here. I was talking to Planet Mayhem, Jesse, and we were talking a little bit about reading comics, and he asked me if I've read many independent titles, which I told him no, I really didn't. I've been trying to catch up on all my DC and a little bit of Marvel. But he asked me, he said, "Hey, have you ever heard about this story, Crossover?" And by Donny Cates, it's from Image, and I said, "No, I've never heard of this." And this guy... surprisingly, he gave me this entire run, 1 through 13, for free. And I cannot thank you enough, Planet Mayhem, for this. I'm super, super excited to read all of these. And they got some great covers with them. And if you don't know the story, he did kind of explain it to me a little bit about how this is kind of about the writers and I think artists as well of comic books, and how it kind of crosses over into this story. Right here you have a missing poster by Chip Zdarsky, who is a famous comic book writer. So this is a super cool... oh, I just noticed their names were lined out at the top there. But anyways, this is a super cool looking run. He might be mad at me, but I have not read this yet. I told him I would. Again, kind of life has been a little bit crazy since this show, but this is an absolute must read that I am putting high on the list of books I need to read soon. So very, very happy to add all of these into the collection. Again, I think these all look super cool, and I love this cover. I definitely love this cover specifically right here. I'm very excited to read this and get into what it's all about. So there we go. This is crossover number 1 through 13, free from the man himself, Planet Mayhem. Definitely go give him a follow on Instagram, guys. Go support him. He's such a cool guy, and one of the main reasons I love this community. All right, we've been deprived from keys for too long, so finally we got another key. These next group of books I grabbed from Chinmo from the 3MIB crew. He is definitely the pinpoint of what got me to dive headfirst into this community after talking with him during my first show, a CliffCon, back in November of last year, 2023. And again, he was definitely a big reason of what got me into this hobby majorly. So starting off here, we have Catwoman number 84. This is technically a key, but the only reason it's a key is because it's a Catwoman and Harley Quinn cover. But a very cool one at that, them holding Jim Gordon hostage in a grave right there. I do like how the artists, I believe, are at the bottom of his boot right there. So again, a very cool cover, a very cool Catwoman book. Happy to add that right into the collection. I actually meant to show this off first from the books I got from Chinmo because this is not a key. But oops, here it is. The Amazing Spider-Man number 339, part of the Return of the Sinister Six. This is the last part, 6 of 6, and a very cool Doc Ock cover where he's telling Spider-Man to die over and over again. I did open this up and look into it. It is a very cool looking book. And this is a Eric Larson cover, and he will be again at Terrificon. Don't think I'm going to get this one specifically signed by him, even though it is a very cool cover. But anyways, a very cool Spider-Man book to add in the collection. And this is not the last time you're going to see Amazing Spider-Man. I got a very cool key at the end I'm going to show you guys, so please stay tuned. But next up here, we have Batman Annual number 1 from the New 52. This key right here is the origin of Mr. Freeze, one of my favorite Batman villains of all time. A very cool Jason Fabok cover, written by Scott Snyder, who is one of my favorite writers. And there we go. Great Batman book to add in the collection. And speaking of great Batman books to add in the collection, this is the last and probably my favorite book from Chinmo that I grabbed. This is Batman number 638, and this is the issue where Batman discovers that Red Hood is Jason Todd back from the grave. A very, very cool Matt Wagner cover right there with Batman holding the Red Hood helmet, and you can see Jason in his reflection right there. And I'm very happy to add this super cool Red Hood key into the collection along with the third appearance from earlier. So there you guys go, Batman number 638. And we are almost done with the haul, guys. Next 3 books I grabbed are from Triton Comics. I believe this is the first full time I've met him, and I had a great time talking with him and hanging out and checking out his awesome wall where he had all of the Walking Dead books. There is an entire short box filled with this one key, and I thought that I shouldn't walk away without it. This is Spawn number 9. This is actually a handful of a key. This is the first appearance of Medieval Spawn, as well as Cogliostro. I believe I said that right. But it is most well known as the first appearance of Angela, who is later reacquired by Marvel as Thor's sister, which I thought is interesting. Very cool to add this into the collection. A very cool cover and issue key right there. Next book here is something I was going to talk about at the end, but I will still show it off here along with the books I got. This is Batman number 125. As you can see, it is a blank cover. I do plan to get some sketches done on this book. The backside is blank as well, which is very awesome. But this is also a key. This is the first cameo appearance of Failsafe, as well as this is the first full appearance of the Executor. Again, stay tuned till after the next 2 books, and I'll tell you what I'm doing with this during Terrificon. All right, second to last book here, and these last 2 are definitely my favorites that I grabbed from this haul. This last one, again, was still from Triton Comics, and without further ado, here I go. This is Batman number 159. This is a cover by Sheldon Moldoff. This is from 1963 and is written by Bill Finger, who was part of the duo that first created Batman back in Detective Comics number 27. And this is a very cool cover with Clayface impersonating Joker, 2 villains that I absolutely love. And I thought this was a great combination of both of them, as well as a great book to add into the collection. This is such a cool book. I'm so happy to add this into my collection. Thank you, Triton Comics, again for these books, as well as the great deal you gave to me for these books. And again, very, very cool book, and very happy to add that into the collection. And this last book, I didn't even get from a vendor. I actually got this from a man, Christopher Briggs, who is on Instagram. I will also be putting the link to his Instagram account down in the description. I definitely did recognize him from another show. He was walking around and he did have some books that he was possibly looking to sell off. And at the beginning of this day, I was not at all expecting to find this book and buy it for a great deal that I did. And without further ado, let me stop teasing you and show you off this amazing book that I got. This one here is The Amazing Spider-Man number 78. This one here is the first appearance of the Prowler, first donned by Hobie Brown. This was written by Stan Lee, and the art was by John Romita Sr. May he rest in peace. He did pass away not too long ago. But again, a very, very cool Spider-Man key right there. This is just one of those classic Amazing Spider-Man keys that most people will have in their collection. And again, I was not expecting to find, rather take home this book by the end of the day. A very cool villain to add into my collection. This is such a great key. Again, I was not expecting to grab this, but he gave me a great deal I could not say no to. So again, thank you, Chris Briggs, for bringing this book, as well as giving me the chance and the great deal and being able to add this into my collection. I'm very happy. And this is now the oldest Spider-Man book in my collection. And there we go. I kind of saved the best for last. That is the end of the haul. Thank you guys if you stuck all the way through. Props to you. And let's now get into the rest of the video. And there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed my super big haul I got from the Collectables Festival. Thank you again, 3 Men in the Basement, for always putting on these amazing events, as well as thank you everyone that I bought books from and giving me those amazing deals. Very happy to meet everyone, and I'm super excited to see everyone at Terrificon, which we are going to start talking about really quick. I know this video is probably getting very long for some people, but I want to share what I'm going to be doing there really quick. So if you've been following me on here or on Instagram, you might know that I did get a new logo, as well as I got stickers made for me by Dr. Plagas. Again, thank you for doing that for me and sending me a great package. Which, in that package, I did get my awesome stickers. So there you guys go. I will be bringing a big stack of these to Terrificon. So if you know me and you follow the channel, I will definitely give you one, and I'll definitely be handing them out to all the buddies I hang out with. So very cool to grab these, and very happy to be able to bring these to Terrificon. And next, I do want to talk about that Batman 125 book I did get, the sketch variant. The plan I have with this book is I'm hoping to get a different headshot of different villains of Batman, and I'm looking to do it by all different artists. So I'm gonna maybe have like a Scarecrow head right over here by one artist, and maybe a Mr. Freeze here. I'm gonna leave it up to the artist. I'm gonna hand this to an artist and say, you know, take a small space and you can pick whatever Batman character you want to draw and draw it up. So I'm very excited to see who I get on here and what they will draw, what character. And I'm definitely going to try not to get any repeating ones. So hopefully the front and the back will be full of Batman villains. And I'm super excited to get this done. A little project for shows for me. It's kind of my first one that I'm doing. So yeah, again, I'm very excited to have that and see how it turns out. And I'll show you guys along the way you know, what I get on here. So there we are. We made it to the end of the video. Again, if you guys have lasted all the way to the end, I give super big props to you. Thank you for watching throughout and checking out my hauls. Again, if you haven't already, give the video a like if you like what you saw. Subscribe to the channel if you like my overall content, and push the bell notification to stay notified on when I'm releasing my videos. Put down in the comments as well, possibly what your favorite book from this haul was. For me, it probably was the Batman 159, that Joker Clayface cover, as well as the Amazing Spider-Man 78, the first Prowler. Definitely my top 3 books out of this haul. Third one would probably being the reveal of Jason Todd as Red Hood. Those were definitely my top 3 books of the entire haul. So again, thank you all for sticking through this video. If you are coming to the Terrificon, I will see you there. I will be glad to talk to anyone and hang out, and I can't wait to a great weekend. So thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video at Terrificon.